Okay, you're welcome. This time, I want you to look at the man Jose Peseiro. When Jose Peseiro was appointed as the head coach of the Super Eagles, I actually kicked against it. Of course, I'm not a policymaker. Perhaps I'm more like a lone wolf troublemaker now. I kicked against it just as I kicked against the appointment of General Law and way back against the appointment of Petty Fox as at that time. I like coaches, whether they are local coaches or foreign coaches. I just like merit. I love merit. I love people who are current. I love, they should be somewhat more like a present reason to be appointed rather than history. That's why I kicked against Petty because he had good history, but we appointed him when he was long past his prime. Had it been that Vos was in his prime, we would not have been able to appoint him because the NFL would have told you they had no money to pay such a top class coach. Now, come to Joseph Peseiro. Let's forget about the happenings. Even when we won, was it 7-0 under him or was it 11-0? I don't know. We had a very big win in his first few months in charge. And I told people, look, I'm just not going to be a fan of Joseph Purcell because what I see on his CV actually show that we will not be going far with Joseph Purcell. Let me quickly tell us a little about this man, Joseph Purcell. Joseph Purcell was born April 4th, 1960 in Coruche, Portugal. Yes, he played football as a forward, and he had between 1979 and 1994, he played football. But now, as a manager, you as a manager going through his profile as a manager here, you would see that there's something wrong somewhere. Either it's his temperament or he's a bad coach. I don't know. You will place it. Now, he started his managerial career in 1992. He lasted 2 years at União Santarém. I presume this is a Portuguese club. In 1994, he was appointed by União Montemor and he left there in 1996. Now, we see that he spends roughly 2 years or he completes a year and fails to complete the second year wherever he's coaching. Again, the trend continued. In 1996, he left União Montemor and went to Oriental, staying till 1999. This almost 3 years, 2 years plus. But in that same 99, he was appointed by Nacional and he spent almost 4 years, which looks like, okay, there were a series of improvements. Now, in 2003, he left Nacional and became an assistant coach in Real Madrid, assistant coach. 2003, 2004, he did not complete a year as the assistant coach. He went and he was appointed as the head coach of Sporting CP in Portugal, just lasting a year, 2004 to 2005. In 2006, he was appointed as the head coach of Al Hilal, the Saudi Arabian club, and he lasted barely a year. In 2007, he was appointed as the head coach of Panathinaikos of Greece, and he stayed there till 2008. In that same 2008, he was appointed as the head coach of Rapid Bucharesti. He stayed there till 2009. In 2009, he was appointed as the head coach of Saudi Arabia. He was sacked in 2011, still 2 years. He was then appointed as the head coach of Braga in Portugal, and barely under a year, he left there to Al Wada. Al Wada, the UAE club. In Al Wada, he spent almost 2 years, and he joined Al Ahly of Egypt. In Al Ahly, he even spent up to a year. He was sacked, and he went to Porto. In Porto, 2016, appointed as head coach of Porto. In that same 2016, he left and was appointed as the head coach of Braga. He joined Braga in 2016, and by 2017, he was in charge in UAE. In 2017, he joined Charger, and somewhere in 2018, he went back to Vitória Guimarães of Portugal. Starting 2018, he returned back to Sporting CP. He was reappointed at the head of Sporting CP. Then in 2020, he was appointed as the head coach of Venezuela. He was sacked in 2021. He stayed idle till 2022 when he was appointed as the head coach of Nigeria, and we're in 2023 now, and we can see what's going on. So we see that a coach between the span of let's say of 31 years, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Between a span of 31 years, has managed close to maybe how many clubs now? I've managed close to 22 clubs or 22 outfits rather, both clubs and countries. So within 31 years, Jose Peseiro has managed about 21 outfits, both clubs and countries. How? What's the I mean, that's not a positive mark on any coach. No, 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 that's not positive at all. So I wondered why the NFF appointed this man in the first case. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this man is not better than Amunike. He is not at all. What Amunike did has done in his short career as a coach, Peseiro does not have an edge at all. So I wonder why NFF appointed a serious short-term coach and expected miracles. Nothing. There is nothing special. There is nothing special. If you look at his win percentage in all his job, he has a win percentage of 48%, not even up to 50% win percentage. You can get his managerial statistics on Wikipedia account. At Oriental, his first club, he had a win margin of 49%, 103 games, won 51, lost 26, drew 26. Average in national. Okay, let's leave the small clubs. Sporting CP, he played 63 games, won 34, lost 19. That's under average. Nothing spectacular. In Ahila, he played 10 games, won 10. That was beautiful there. In Panathinaikos, he had a win margin of 65%. But in standard leagues, if you come back to Rapid Bucharest, he had, if you combine the two seasons there, you will be having an average of 50%. In Saudi Arabia national team, 38% win margin. For Braga, 48% win margin. Awada, 46% win margin. Ahali of Fiji, 66%. In Porto, 59%. Braga, again, 47%. In Charger, 14% win margin. Vitória Guimarães, 40% win margin. He went back to Sporting CSP in 2018, 64% win margin. Venezuela, 10% win margin. And currently with Super Eagles, 42% win margin. So we see that we are dealing with a coach who just performs as an average coach. Well, I don't know. Maybe the NFF felt, well, it was promising. Maybe they felt the stronger the outfit he manages, the better his result. I don't know. But one thing is clear on the CV of Jose Peseiro, around the 2-year mark, he is expected to have left his job either by sack or mutual agreement or voluntary resignation. And again, we are already approaching the 2-year mark, or he was appointed as a head coach of Nigeria on 29th December 2021. So we are already approaching the 2-year mark of his appointment as a coach in the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and we are currently now saying that the Nigerians themselves, left to them, would have sacked this man already. So is this the end of the Jose Peseiro era? Is this again a repeat of his serial short-term appointments in every outfit? Time will tell. But I want to presume, I would like to predict now that indeed Jose Peseiro's time is fast coming to an end, because what has started now will create a condition of disappointment. We are already afraid of qualifying. We are only lucky that our group is not so strong. But the AFCON is fast approaching, and the way things stand now, we risk a disaster at the AFCON. So I presume and believe that Jose Peseiro's time is coming to an end. Indeed, I really believe it's coming to an end.